Welcome to another freaking video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Man, today's video is going to be different. I want to talk about something real. It's not easy for me to say it. It's not easy for me to talk about this, but I think it's very important, especially for today's day and age. I think it's very important to talk about. But before we do that, it is 6 a.m. and you already know what we have to do. So let's go to the gym. Hey, Frank made it to the gym. That's a miracle. Be able to do it. Oh no. Try it one more time. Come on. Think about her. Think about why she left you. Think about her fucking your best friend. Come on, Frank. She won, bro. She beat you. I don't think Mike can do this. Mike. Don't try it, guys. I don't think you can do it. You're gonna hurt yourself. Oh, damn. I got it. Look at the face. Motivation, dedication. Oh, oh. Damn. So we just got out the gym, man. We hit almost a 2-hour workout. My legs are on fire, but it was such a really good workout. Definitely don't regret coming in. Definitely don't regret pushing myself. I was going so hard that blood started rushing my head and I was seeing colors. And if you've ever seen colors at the gym, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Back to the topic of this video, man. The important subject that I really wanted to talk to you guys about is I really wanted to touch on one of my biggest insecurities. This is just me being open and vulnerable to you who are watching, because I feel like it's something that a lot of people struggle with that may or may not be watching me. And if you've ever struggled with this, I feel like it's one of those things that really, you don't handle it properly, it can stop you and cripple you from making progress in your life. And basically what it is just my insecurity about the big F word, fat. Again, like I said, I feel like a lot of people struggle with this, even if they're in shape now. Even like myself, who I'm not as fat as I used to be, it's definitely something I've been facing head on for the last couple of years. And I just wanted to say, if you do somehow feel this way and it's one of your biggest insecurity, I want to tell you that it's okay. It's 100% okay to feel that way. It's okay to have those moments when you're not happy about how you look, you're not happy about how you feel. It's okay to feel disgusting, because at some point I was very disgusted just even by looking at myself. I used to do these things where I would try to hide my insecurity. Nobody would notice, but it would help me feel safe in my own insecurities. Like I remember when I used to record, when I used to be out in public, when I used to just be around other people, when I used to be sitting down, I would do this. But like, I'll go like this, and I'll have like either a shirt or a sweater, and I will have it like this. And I've seen a lot of people do this, right? So what this does, it helps you feel safe because you're hiding your extra fat, your double chin, you're hiding your face a little bit. And most people do this. Some people do this a lot, right? I used to be that type of person that would always do this because it would hide my man titties that I was super insecure about. Like my man titties should pop out, you know, like I could literally genuinely wear a bra And so I would just do this a lot. And a lot of people do that. Or if you're trying to hide your belly, like you do this a lot. And again, it's 100% okay to feel that way. But before we move on, I do have to get home, cook some breakfast, some nice, delicious dog food. So let's go. We got the chicken in the air fryer, cooking, doing its thing. I've been home for almost an hour. I showered, did what I had to do. Now I started to cook. And now I am about to cook the best thing since sliced bread. And if for some reason you don't know what that is, it's right here. Ground turkey, man. This has been life-changing since I've had it. The macros on this is crazy. The protein on turkey is crazy. So it's been a little cheat code, not gonna lie. It's been getting me through this 75 hard because this just tastes so good. You can mix it with a bunch of seasons. You can try anything new and it works. Like ground turkey, definitely the way to go, man. I'm telling you, life hack. Get it, try it, try it. I just throw it in there in the pan and I have this wood fire garlic seasoning. This makes everything taste so much better, like it's crazy. So I usually add a good amount in there. Then I just grab a wooden spoon or anything and I start mixing it. All right, so we are back. Finally finished cooking everything. Man, I'm telling you, that's why I love ground turkey or ground beef, ground chicken, because it's so easy to cook and it saves a lot of time. But here's our meal for today. We got some ground turkey, some rice, some avocados, aka avocados, and some chicken. Mixed in with a little bit of hot sauce and a little bit of lime, just to give it that little extra taste. In this bowl, we are looking at 2,652 calories, with the macros being 225 grams of protein, 125 grams of fat, and 140 grams of carbs. And honestly, that is not bad at all. And if you're wondering why I'm eating so much and you haven't been watching the last videos, I only eat one meal a day, so I make sure I get all of my calories in one meal. It's literally looking like dog food because I literally throw everything together and I just mix it in, and the end result looks like dog food, but damn, it tastes so good and damn, it's so healthy. Back to being on a serious note about what we were talking about earlier. The truth is, we all have our days when we don't feel our best. There's never gonna be a moment where you just wake up happy all the time or wake up feeling your best all the time. There's gonna be days where you're not gonna feel your best, where you're gonna feel like shit, and that's okay because we are human and that's very normal. And when we don't feel our best, sometimes we feel like we are carrying the weight of everyone's expectations, what we should look like, how we should act, how they expect for us to be, and all of that BS. But what I found out, the key to the battle and the war against insecurities comes down to one thing: what you do with that feeling. What you do with that feeling of being insecure. It's easy to just sit here and feel insecure and just let it sit there and let it sit in here and let it sit in here. But here's the thing: you can't sit there expecting for your insecurities just to disappear and be gone and expect for everybody's expectations to shape you. Just magically wake up one day and their expectations are gonna shape you into the person that you really, really wanna be or that they expect you to be. That's not how life works. If you really want your insecurities to just go away and something to change, well, you have to do something about it. And one thing I realized, that one thing I could do to change my insecurity of being fat was take action and, well, start eating healthy. Start tracking my macros, start tracking what I eat, start tracking what I put in my body, taking those baby small steps to taking care of myself. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this meal. But before I do that, we gotta say a prayer. If you guys wanna pray with me at home, that's cool. I'll probably still add it to this video because honestly, if you don't pray before you eat, I definitely recommend it. Like, you should be very grateful for being able to eat something like this. Even if it's just dog food, even if it's healthy, even if you're just eating pizza, man, because a lot of people don't have that privilege. So thank you, God, for allowing us to wake up another day. Thank you for feeding me, my family, and everyone around me. May you nourish this food with lots of nutrients and everything that I need to have an amazing, productive day, to be at full strength, to be the man that you have planned for me to be. Amen. Go ahead and dig in, man. I honestly hope that everything I've been talking about so far makes sense. And one other thing is you have to be honest with yourself or where you are at. Don't be delusional and don't lie to yourself thinking, well, it's okay. It's okay to be fat, or actually, I'm not even that fat. I could be worse. So you have to be hard and be honest with yourself so that way you can determine what steps to take and the choices you need to make so you can go ahead and move forward. I know I've been fighting this insecurity of being fat for as long as I can remember. I grew up fat. I'll say 90% of my family members are all obese. So I could blame it on the fat gene. I can blame it on my family for not having healthy habits and not teaching me the healthy ways. But the reality is, it's not up to them, it's up to me. And if I'm being honest, the worst years that I've ever struggled with it was during high school. High school, man, was the worst years of my life because I was fat all throughout high school, and that's where the bullying comes in. That's when you're trying to find yourself and trying to find the type of person you really want to be or who you really are. And the hard thing is when you're having all these insecurities just pile on top of each other, you lose yourself instead of trying to find yourself. I don't know about you guys, but when I was sad, when I was feeling any type of depression, I would go ahead and eat my feelings away. So therefore I would get fatter and my insecurities will become bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'll get more depressed and I'll eat more. And it just came to a point where I was 260 fucking pounds. Especially at such a young age. I was about 16 to 18 years old, weighing that much. Everywhere you go, every time you try to do something, you can't because your body, your mind doesn't let you. You can't think straight. It's like you have a foggy mind. You can't think straight. Your relationships go to shit because you act like a piece of shit. I was very toxic. I was a rude asshole. I didn't care about anybody but myself. And it kind of shows, you know? So, in conclusion, if you're feeling insecure about your body or whatever it is, it's okay. Just don't let it stop you from taking action. And you don't have to have it all figured out at all. Take baby steps, you figure it out along the way. It's okay to be scared that you don't have it figured out. Nobody has shit figured out. Nobody. If you listen to most successful people, most healthy people, they can tell you themselves they never had it figured out. I think you're worth the effort. I'm sure everyone that loves you thinks you're worth the effort to invest in yourself, improve yourself. If anybody needed to hear this, maybe I need to hear this. God forbid I go down a really, really deep path and I can't find myself out and I'm back to being super insecure, then I hope I find this video again for myself and know that I've got this, that you've got this, and that you can start making a difference today. Take one small step today and keep moving forward. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Peace.